Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined again. Me? I don't know. This show has killed my brain already.
What brain?
Wow, thanks, you dick.
You're welcome.
So, this is episode 3. We already have one person saying they're along for the ride, so who knows? Maybe by the time we get to episode 4, everyone will be joining us for the whole series. They're gonna make us do a whole season of this. They're gonna make us do the whole fucking season. We put ourselves in it, truth be told.
Yeah, we really did step in this.
So, this is episode 3. The character I was telling you about, which I believe they were on about the one who I said was the definition of phoned-in voice acting, he comes in episode 4. So not this episode.
Right.
This episode is something else, if I remember right.
Fair enough. Also, I want to make a point that I missed in both episode 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is a comment I made because we edit out the outro and intro. All the budget went on the intro. There's no redeeming the outro.
Funnily that you mentioned the outro people have started to notice very closely mimics the intro to a very popular anime series by the name of Azumanga Daioh.
Oh.
If you know about Azumanga Daioh.
I don't know about that one, but I bet it was heavily inspired.
It's very much a similar premise, like an eerily similar premise, just without the fantasy elements. I have not seen Azumanga Daioh, so I can't really say much more.
Fair enough.
But yeah, there were a lot of people who kind of pointed out the rather odd similarities between them. And also, one point I missed out on in episode 1. You know that shot where they're standing outside of the academy and you see that lamppost?
Yeah.
That's a PNG lamppost that you can actually see the remains of the watermark for Shutterstock.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, I will have to show it to you a little later on. Probably not in this video, I'll probably show you off camera. But yeah, that lamppost literally has the little line, and if you follow the line, it perfectly matches the watermark for Shutterstock.
Oh, and also in episode 1, the creature I was trying to talk about at the end was luggage from Discworld.
So, shall we begin?
Yeah, now we've got all the stuff that we wanted to point out of the way. Let's do this.
One last thing. I'm gonna present this question to anyone who watches this show. Can someone explain to us why the fuck this show has a mature audience rating?
We've asked that question. We need it answering.
Because
please.
Everything I've seen so far, this seems like a kid's show. Everything I've seen thus far would make me think this is a kid's show. Or at least on the same vein of Steven Universe.
Yes.
So if someone can tell me, in this episode, or maybe we'll figure out in other episodes, why this show has a mature audience rating, then by all means, let me know. So, are we ready?
Like ready. Let's go.
Hey. Crunchyroll Originals. Oh.
Demonstrated that you understand, in part, what it means to be a guardian.
I'm gonna put... we're only 20 seconds in and I have to stop it. Lady, you showed us a good amount of those vows. Some of them, I would agree. I vowed to be self-reliant, loyalty, kindness, fortitude. I think I said that already.
No, you didn't.
I would agree. But then we also had people who were literally like, I vow to protect ghosts and grogs, and also people, but mostly ghosts and grogs. And
also,
go on.
Wet, loud,
kissing. You have to say it the way he said it. Wet, loud, kissing. Seriously, what was the direction on that delivery? I want to know. The voice acting in this is all over the place, but I want to know. Please, someone tell me who was the voice actor for that character. I don't care who it was. I want to know what the fuck was the direction with that delivery.
We want to find the voice actor, hold him by the scruff of his shirt, and smack him.
No, you may want to do that. I want to hold him by the scruff of the neck and be like, "Who told you to say such a shit line in such a shit way?"
No.
Oh.
You can hold him down and say, "Why do you?"
Look, because the thing is,
while I slap him.
the thing is, if that's what he wants to avoid, you'd imagine he'd say it with like some what's the word I'm looking for?
Or not even have the line in it at all.
Either have the line not in it, but I'm trying to figure the word that he says. What do they call it when not reluctance. It's like the way he said it was wet, loud kissing. Like he almost enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If he's going for the fact that he wants to avoid it, surely it would be something along the lines of wet, loud kissing. Blech. Yeah, discuss. That was it. That's the word I was trying to remember. But anyway, we're only 20 seconds in and we're going to ramble for like 5 fucking minutes.
We don't want this episode to last another 2-3 hours.
I sense that's going to become the running theme. First episode was an hour long, second episode was 2 hours long, this episode's going to be 3 hours long.
Hopefully not.
So,
anyway,
let us go.
By the end of your time here, you will understand in full. You will master the tools of your chosen craft. My advice: start now.
I approve.
She's strong.
I approve of the dwarf wielding the warhammer. I approve of this choice.
Parsley strong.
She's a fucking dwarf.
Well, yeah, but also strong.
Hold on. Are those? I'm gonna go back a little bit. They've obviously put a little more thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just these character intros and such. I'm calling them character intros. We've already been introduced to these characters, but now we kind of see what each of them is kind of doing at the academy. We've seen Rosemary, who I'm just going to call Barbarian. We've seen the Barbarian fighting with her mother's sword, which I haven't pointed it out, but that sword just constantly changes length, and it's annoying. I've just stopped pointing it out. We've had Parsley, who is obviously with the Warhammer. I approve of this. And we have Sage practicing her magic, but this was what I was pointing at here. Huh.
Didn't they mean to be mandrakes or Pikmin?
Maybe. Although this one looks like its body's growing, but its head's there. This one straight up just looks like a baby.
Mm-hmm. It's possibly mandrake.
Maybe.
And sharpen your minds. Your reflexes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Ah!
Okay. So you can tell they actually put some effort into this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fuck? Yeah, did we both just notice that?
Yeah, the bow. It had no limbs and then all of a sudden had limbs.
Yeah, it has no limbs.
They forgot to animate the limbs.
Now, here's the thing. Because this is a fantasy setting, I don't know if they'll show this in this episode. We'll have to make a mental note of this. This could be corrected if it's a collapsible bow.
Magical collapsible bow.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like, you remember Dishonored, the Dishonored game?
Yes.
How Corvo had a collapsible blade? How the blade of his sword could fold into the hilt?
Yeah, it was telescopic.
Yeah, if she has the same for her bow, I would actually approve of that, because that is a creative idea for the show, and it fits into the whole kind of quick, agile elf element of it. Mm-hmm. However, knowing what we know about this show, it is also possible that the show just forgot it.
Yeah, the track record of the animators leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, the limbs and the string just literally come out of nowhere.
Oh.
Oh.
Aw.
Revise them according to what you have learned. Track your evolution on this strange path.
Okay, not a bad thing. Generally, I will give them credit for this. It's a nice little introduction. You've got the barbarian. I'm not going to call her a warrior. She's a flat-out barbarian. You have the blacksmith with the heavy weapon.
Parsley's more of a warrior than fucking Rosemary.
Mm-hmm. You've got the magical, studious one, and you've got the stoic elf. Some would say rather stereotypical.
Just a little bit.
Some would genuinely say a little stereotypical. And I'm pretty sure this has changed at least a bit, or at least the design of it. Not the full-on design of it, but like the quality has changed, similar to the locket. But I am not having another fucking locket counter.
We don't have another locket
No.
counter.
I feel like
again.
I feel like if we were to have counters in all the episodes, the biggest counter would be the fucking sword, because that sword changes like every fucking scene.
If it's on scene.
But so far, not a bad introduction. I'll give them credit for that.
And the animation quality in this was good.
Now let's see if they keep it up, which I don't think they will. Transformations. Written... Okay, this episode, I just want to point this out. You remember in the first episode where I showed you that writer? That was Kate Leff. She is the sole writer for this episode, according to this intro. So keep that in mind.
It's directed by someone else.
I think that's the first time we've seen that name. Alright, here we go. Let's see if they keep it up.
I don't know. Car talk, levitation. Or should I stick to something practical?
Hold on. I have to have a look at this again. Rosemary, what the fuck are you doing?
She's eating a sandwich and balancing a sword in one hand.
Oh, right above Parsley's head, too. If your hand slips, that sword's just gonna go shing.
Oh, parsley.
Oh.
And we chopped parsley.
And once again, the scaling of the sword. You guys probably didn't see the intro, because I'll probably cut it out. But I mentioned how the sword basically constantly changes each fucking scene it's in. The sword basically looks to me like a gladius now, like an old school short sword that's one-handed. Yet she wields it two-handed. I know she's a kid, I know the sword was meant for her mother, but logically that means that sword should be bigger. And that also means she shouldn't be able to balance it on her goddamn hand.
Yeah, like sort of...
At least the way she's doing it now.
And unless it is superbly mastercrafted, no one can do that with a real-life sword. Like, so it has to be self-balancing.
Parsley, I would not sit there. I do not trust Rosemary to do that next to me.
And considering in the first episode she almost chopped off Time's head.
And then she froze it up in the air!
Yeah!
Like astromancy, say.
Wait, what did she say?
Astromancy.
Car talk, levitation. Or should I stick to something practical, like astromancy?
Okay, I thought she said, shall I keep to something simple? I was about to say, how is astromancy simple?
She said practical.
I know she said practical. That's why I wanted to double check. I thought she said simple.
Also, they're keeping with Rosemary being a worrywart now. They've completely forgotten her studious, eager nature.
Yeah, although we did talk about this in the second episode, with, you get all confident, you get all you think it's going to be fine, and then when it all cracks down on you like a ton of bricks, it starts to show.
Yeah.
At least they're being consistent from episode to episode, in this case episode 2 to episode 3, in which case they weren't doing it in episode 1 to episode 2.
They had a character redesign from like the episode 1 to episode 2.
It could also be that she might just be the shy country girl.
The shy country bumpkin.
I don't know why, but I feel like something's off with the eyes. It feels like this eye is looking off just a little bit in a different direction. Am I the only one who's seeing that?
Eyes are difficult to draw, that's for sure.
It's probably just me, because looking at them, it once again, with what happened before, if I keep looking at them, it looks like they get further and further apart, so I'm just not going to look at them.
No more.
You've got the week to decide. You'll find something that floats your goat. There are too many options.
Oh my god.
You? Okay.
Fucking...
And we're back to Barbarian Rosemary.
Can I ask? And I'm this is generally starting to get annoying for me now. Why is it that, aside from those cute moments we had in episode 2, those were good moments, I'll give them that. The sword feels like it's fucking changed again. But why is it that whenever Sage is kind of freaking out, aside from those first few moments in episode 2, I don't remember any of those moments in episode 1, so if there were some, please remind me. But why is it that whenever Sage is kind of freaking out or anything like that, Parsley is the one to step up? She is your childhood friend. Why the hell are you relying on this? And fair enough, she's a newcomer to the group, but let's be honest, she's kind of a stranger right now. So why is this stranger comforting your childhood friend while you're there balancing a sword and eating a Subway?
And speaking with your mouth full like a fucking degenerate.
Oh, I remember when I was a kid, I used to get so in trouble if I did that. Oh my god. That's why it's stuck with me now. If ever anyone talks to me with their mouth full, my first response is always, manners!
And now she's... Sword of safety. Lady, just...
Oh my god!
I wonder who she's impaled with that sword. Or whose hair she's cut off. Or whose guts she is just currently spilt.
Why was her first response to throw the sandwich as hard as she could and then start swinging at the fly with a sword? Why didn't you just bat the fly away?
Because... overcompensating barbarian?
Oh, I have to watch that again. Oh, God. That is a big fly. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the perspective made that fly look a lot bigger. I want to just see that sandwich get choked. Yeah, because from here, that fly looks huge.
Yeah.
It looks like a big... Is that a fly or is that a... I don't know. This mandible is making me think it's a beetle.
It might be a beetle because it's also... If you look at the wings are beating and it's got like a shell up. Like a... Like a protective shell for the wings.
Yeah.
It might be a beetle, not a fly.
Oh, God. I just noticed something, and it's gonna... You know how you mentioned, the guy in the first episode, how he wasn't really sat on, like, the tree branch, he was more just kind of floating there?
Floating.
The fly doesn't look like it's actually properly on. Maybe I just stopped it in a bad spot. Okay, now it looks a little better.
It was hovering.
Yeah, except for these middle feet. These back feet and the front feet, not too bad. These middle feet, I feel like they should be a little further down. Then again, I don't know. Oh, God.
She's got, like, an extra chin.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. What is all this free space? What is all this free space?
I don't know.
Okay, that is just weird.
Like, something... It's like super chin. Then she looks at the camera, and she has...
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's like her face shrinks when she turns.
Yes.
Oh, God, whenever she looks right at you, she looks soulless. The eyes are also not level. This eye is higher than this eye, and it's freaking me out. These people just can't do eyes.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, she full-on whips that thing.
Yeah.
And then whip. Oh, God. Literally, that's all you say, just, oh.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Nice one.
Where the hell did you come from?
Jesus! There needs to be a bell attached to her.
I'm gonna laugh if she was just stood there the whole time. Like she was just stood there waiting for a cue.
And she's like, sort of, she's like, oh, what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy? I've been standing so still. I disappear from people's perception.
Drax.
Drax. There's Drax right in there.
Except with Drax, they made it intentionally funny.
Yes.
Don't you have somewhere else to be? Maybe haunting an old
I love how her response is literally just, "Oh, so you have been working on those comebacks."
I thought they were meant to be friends. Like, so why the fuck did she just call her a witch?
Well,
Or
in
something?
in truth, we've only ever seen Rosemary, Sage, and Parsley spending some time together. Time has always kind of been on her own.
And in the background.
Yeah, and the only one who seems to be interested in pursuing a friendship with Time is Parsley. I'm guessing because they're roommates.
Yeah, they're roommates. Like, so I think they already had an established relationship, and now Parsley is ditching Time for these two idiots.
I wouldn't necessarily say ditching, because from what we've seen of Time's personality, she is very rough around the edges. And don't forget her vow, and distance. And don't forget her vow was
Self-determination.
Self-reliance, self-determination, independence, essentially.
Yeah.
So, not relying on other people, being fairly distant. She's the lone wolf type of character.
Yeah.
Which, if done right, can be pretty interesting. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, her just popping up out of nowhere like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was just telling Sage how you chose enchanted marksmanship for everything hours.
Yeah, but I'm on my way to archery. First lesson is how to take pride in your weapon.
What was that face she just made?
I don't know.
Look at that face! Look at that face! Oh my god, look at all of them. Parsley I can understand looking up as much as she is, because she's looking up as an elf. She's looking up at an elf. Sage literally looks like she's in a fucking... Oh my god, that foot does not look like it's on the ground.
It's not on the ground.
That foot does not look like it's on the ground. It might be perspective, but that foot does not look like it's on the ground.
It should be where the shadow is, but it's not.
And then she's just standing there like a rook, like a cadet in a drill sergeant line. Just like, "Sir, yes, sir!"
It's just standing there.
And
menacingly.
and I don't know what this face is.
First lesson.
It's even better with the eyes! It's even better with the eyes! Oh my god.
Pride in your weapon.
And then she just goes into this face.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you pointy.
Oh! Also, did her voice just change?
Yeah, her voice just changed and she was just about to do a racism.
You damn knife ears!
On my way to archery. First lesson is how to take pride in your weapons.
I mean, she's not wrong. Anyone who practices with a weapon will flat out tell you, you need to have pride in your weapon and you need to look after it.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's be honest, she does not really take care of that sword. We haven't...
Nope.
Actually, now that I think about it, that's her mother's sword, right? We know that's her mother's sword. We have never once seen her cleaning it, polishing it, sharpening it. We've never seen her do any of that.
She's just swung it around like a fucking idiot.
Ugh. Also, that broom is glitching for the fucking
Yeah,
ground.
brooms in the fall. Also, I also want to point out, she wants to be a healer, yes?
Yeah.
She's still got the witch motif.
Oh, shit, you're right. They were talking about astromancy, cartography, and all that. And
Yeah.
how does any of that apply to healing?
Yeah.
Unless she's going for, like, general magic from the sounds of it, because she is in the magic course, so she might just be going for general magic.
Maybe.
It might be one of those things where, and I might be giving the show too much credit here, but it might be one of those things where if you're in there, if you're there as a first year, you just learn the general basics.
And then you specialize
Yeah.
later.
So first year is just like general magic, and then second year or third year she might specifically go into healing, because she's in potions class.
Yeah, like Harry Potter bullshit.
Yeah. Although, astromancy? I'm still questioning why that would be a first year topic unless it's like basic understanding of astrology.
And also, I've lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Even Time looks like she's floating. Time literally looks like she's floating, although I know she's in mid-walk, but she does look like her feet are floating there. The shadows throw me off. The shadows just really throw me off.
They haven't done the shadows right.
Listen, you pointy.
Yeah, her voice flat out changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was literally about to just go pointy, so I'm guessing she was about to make a comment about the ears.
Pointy-eared Prick.
Probably. Oh, but that is, in typical fantasy, that is kind of a racial slur to the elves. The dwarves love it because they call them knife ears.
Yes.
Also, I just want to go back a little bit.
Is how to take pride in your weapons.
Listen, you point.
Yeah, they're just like... They're just... Also, what is this? What
A
is...
temper tantrum.
And now that sword looks like it's a fucking gladius again!
Yeah.
Oh, it changes from two-handed sword to versatile sword to one-handed sword. All
Back to two-handed sword.
Yep, and I'm not even going to comment on the fact that the quality of the card has dropped.
The quality of the guard has been changing throughout this entire scene.
Mm-hmm.
Later, Pars.
So what the fuck is this face? Rosemary's faces, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
And Parsley's still just like... Doom. The eyes are still a little bit iffy as well. These people just can't do eyes. I know eyes are difficult to do, like they're one of the hardest things to do.
Especially
but, yeah.
in anime.
But also, what did Time just say?
I'm on my way to archery.
Via Parsley.
First lesson is how to take pride in your weapons.
Was it Parsley?
Listen, you
Hold on.
Later, Pars.
Oh, she
Later
called it...
past.
Aw, got a little nickname.
Yes.
Pars. That's new.
Ah! Interesting. We have character development, baby! 3 episodes fucking in.
Finally.
I've ruined the one thing that matters to me.
What about your locket? And the picture in the locket?
I've forgotten about the locket.
I was about to say, at least now she's actually showing some remorse for her actions. And yeah, the quality of the guard is back to being as it should be. But then I remembered she literally just says the one thing that matters to me. And I'm just like, did you forget about the picture? The picture in your locket?
The picture of the poisonberry pie that's also her family.
I know what they're going for here. They're trying to go for the... Because we gotta remember, these are effectively kids or teenagers, effectively. So, I get what they're trying to go with, but even so... Personally, I don't think I would have used that line.
No.
I really don't. I know the sword is a big thing for her character, but I probably still would have used it. I probably would have said... I don't know what I would have put there, honestly. I'll have to think about that. Oh, flashback.
Mom, look it! Mommy! Mom! Oh. Oh. Mommy, I'm so sorry. I didn't...
Hush, sweetie. It's alright.
I almost smashed your sword.
I'm much more worried about you smashing yourself.
Good mother. Good mother.
Good mother.
That is the correct response in that regard.
Unlike my mother. she joking. She says it in jest, like sort of. It's like, oh, don't sit on the arm of the couch. You fall over and knock over the bookshelf. Yes, that is me and my mother in a nutshell.
Okay, I just want to have a look at that, because it looked like the sword was meant to go downstairs, but it looked like it went up. Because she caught it by lifting up her hand.
It got catapulted up into the air.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it goes forward.
Unless she fell down really far.
Yeah.
Like so,
Which I don't think this would have happened. I think if she fell really far, 2 hands would have gone. So I think she was like maybe halfway down, maybe?
Unless her mother is super strong.
Maybe, if she is a paladin. I'm guessing she's a paladin. Yeah, the sword goes up, but it goes straight when she drops it.
Oh. Mommy, I'm so sorry. I didn't...
Hush, sweetie. It's alright.
I almost smashed your sword.
I'm much more worried about you smashing yourself.
That line. I know what they're going for, but that line.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Choice of words. That's for sure.
Who raised you to run around the house with swords?
You, I'm guessing! You, I'm guessing!
Probably.
You did.
No!
Unless she's being cheeky.
Probably. That was the tone that I got.
Well, it's time I taught you how to hold this precious weapon.
It looks like a fucking single-handed sword! Oh, this sword.
Calm.
This sword is going to become the new locket. I know it is.
Probably.
Hello, Professor Caraway. Hello, everyone. I trust you're having a glorious day.
Did I see that?
I saw it too.
That was a weird movement.
Like, so, I get it, he's like trying to slow down, but he just looks like he's...
Yeah, it's like
Sliding.
quick. It's like quick.
He's sliding.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, it looks
He's
like
walking forward and slid back!
he pulled a moonwalk.
He is a Michael Jackson looking motherfucker.
Oh.
So he's a vampire Michael Jackson. Vampire Michael Jackson.
Oh god. Also, wait. Did she have that hammer before?
No, she didn't.
Oh my god, the fucking hammer came out of nowhere. The broom. Oh no, wait, I can see the shaft of the broom.
She's had the broom.
Yeah, but that I do like that hammer. I do like that hammer design.
Nice design.
Mm-hmm. But that hammer, I swear, just came out of fucking nowhere. And also, what the fuck? The faces are just. Mwah, the faces are brilliant in this. Oh.
I trust you're having a glorious day.
Depends on what you consider glorious.
So many things. The way life gifts us with changes. New seasons, new friends, new wrongs.
Your optimism is appreciated, Professor. It's a lot to get used to.
That hammer is shrunk.
Yeah, the hammer shrunk.
Oh god, they cannot do sizes. They just can't do sizes. Also, I know this guy is voiced by the creator of the show. I
Yeah.
don't believe he's a trained voice actor. At least I don't think he is.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, like you said, but it's some of the lines just come off a little iffy.
Wrongs.
Comes off a little stale from time to time.
Professor, it's a lot to get used to.
I'm always glad to talk. Oh, speaking of, Rosemary, could you stop by my office?
Am I in trouble already?
Yes, you should be.
Probably.
Oh, you should be for attempted fucking murder.
But no, I just wanted to chat about your choice for everything hours.
Oh, okay, I'll be there.
That was a very stale delivery.
Fix this. Miss you. Love you. See you so soon.
That was
What?
a little dry as well.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Rosemary, find us after. We'll fix this. Miss you. Love you. See you so soon.
What was the what? What was the delivery? What was that delivery?
Very stale. Very.
I'll be there.
I want to hear that again.
Rosemary,
It hurts.
find us after. We'll fix this. Miss you. Love you. See you so soon.
You know what that reminds me of?
Like a mother saying goodbye to their child, but not in a patronizing, mushy-gushy way.
No, it reminds me of the Sending Stone from D&D, how you only can say 25 words. Because it feels so just... I know what they were going for. I've had people talk that way to me before. But the way the voice actor delivered it was so monotone that it reminded me of like the Sending Stone. So it was like, Rosemary, find us after. We'll fix this. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Almost like she had a word limit that she was trying to keep to.
Mm.
Okay, this is going to be the flashback episode.
Yep.
Also, were they meant to be holding that sword forward? Because it looks like they're holding that sword at a slant.
I'm guessing it's meant to be a slant.
I'm guessing it is as well. I only said it looks like...
She's probably teaching her a swipe.
The only reason I said are they holding that sword forward is because the blade looks like it's pointing forward, whereas the guard looks like it's on a slant.
Perspective.
Let your feet fully find your center.
Okay, now it looks like a little bit more of a larger sword. And also the dad is just there watching in a fucking pink apron.
Standing tall will give you courage you didn't know you had. Strong. Your weapon is a party.
I love how her mother said standing tall will give you courage you never knew you had, and her response was simply strong. Very barbarian-like. He does not look like he's leaning up against that arch at all.
And his hair is dropped in quality.
I think he's lost hair.
Yes.
You have rapidly gone bald, my friend. You only have a little bit of tuft coming out the back.
A continuation of your own. Your spirit. Carry it with that knowledge.
Oh god. I don't know if that was Crunchyroll, but there was some warping there, which I'm guessing was Crunchyroll.
Maybe.
It was. I'm gonna put that to Crunchyroll because there was a little bit of warping. But yeah, once again, the hilt has fucking changed. I'm
Also,
not putting...
She doesn't sound like she's holding up a sword. She sounds like she's trying to go toilet. She's struggling.
Oh.
Mom, I did the thing.
What thing?
And now the sword is pointing straight! Oh.
And the hilt.
Oh god. I'm not putting another counter. I'm not doing another counter. But look, sword is facing that way. It's... Am I the only one who sees this? Like, the blade looks like it's pointing forward, but this looks like it's on the slant.
Yeah, it's the sword's twisted.
Yeah, it literally looks like the sword is twisted.
Mom, I did the thing.
And then, if we follow along, that means she's holding it with the cross guard pointing forward. And then, when the shot cuts back to her, it's now pointing the way it should do if the sword was pointed outward. Ugh.
This sword was given to me by mom. This sword has a name. Flowering Thorn.
The sword has a name.
Flowering Thorn. Flowering Thorn, rose, flowers. Bravo.
Yeah. Clever.
I don't think thorns flower.
It's meant to be.
I know what it's meant to be, but it's like my brain.
You've
My
got
brain.
Rose, flower, thorn.
Yeah.
All parts of the rose.
Yeah, I can see what they were going with.
But isn't rosemary a herb? As
Yes.
someone pointed out.
Yes. They're all effectively herbs and spices. I swear, if we don't see someone in this show with the name Green, I'm going to be disappointed.
I'm waiting for someone called Salt or Pepper.
Oh god.
I'm putting her in your care.
Really?
Where did she pull the scabbard from?
It was on her back, I think. Hold on.
Mom, I did the thing.
Yeah, it's on her back, look.
Yeah,
You can
it's
see
on
it
her
there.
back.
It's on her
Yeah.
back, yeah. But it's another one of those awkward transitions where we don't see her actually take it off of her back. It's just suddenly in her hands. That scar just fucking moved!
Maybe.
I'm not an expert on scars, but I guess the edges would probably move with the face. But I swear the scar changes design as well.
I'm putting her in your care. But you need her.
Oh?
I'm going away from you now. I need you to look after her for me. Can you do that?
Okay, this one is actually giving not a bad performance. I will say that now. Her tone is warm, it's welcoming, it is very mother-like. So, I'll give them props for that.
Take care of each other.
Yes, take care of each other. Don't swing them around at a fucking fly!
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that zoom-in was.
Flashback.
Oh, hi, Professor Phlox. Sorry about
Flocks.
Used to it.
Thanks for letting me use this station
Yeah.
for Everything Hours project.
Oh, I'm glad you're making what is that?
No, it's not anything yet. Just bothering some metal to get my hammer used to its form.
Oh, smart. So, I have an important job for you.
What you need?
You'll need the right tool for this.
Yeah.
One of the portraits in the far hallway is all screwed. Needs to be rehung. You'll know which one it is because of how it's all screwy. Here's the right tool.
What are you handing me, Father?
I am a blacksmith. I am not a tinkerer.
I think I feel I know where this is going.
I have a feeling I do as well.
Like, he's going to try and teach her precision and patience.
And not to be heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Also,
Which is also what you need to be
Yeah.
a blacksmith.
I didn't point it out as well, but I do hope that lava has a where to go. I do
Yeah,
hope the classrooms
I
aren't
was-
going to fill with lava.
I was thinking that too. I was like, that's why I went, ugh, as it was pouring out. I thought they were going to notice.
Here's the right.
I love how when he holds it up, there's just a little ding.
Ding! And also, she looks so excited, and then,
Okay, sure. See you.
Yeah, she looks like... Oh, she looks so disappointed.
disappointed. Oh no.
So, yeah. My family is old. Like, old.
Wait, was that cat there?
So, yeah. My family.
Oh, it was there. I didn't see the cat. This is not a bad shot, in all honesty. Why is it? And we put it...
Room's a strange shape.
The room's a strange shape, because I'm guessing it's in one of those, like, what are they called? There's, like, a specific name for them. It's not tower, but I know what you're on about. But why is it? The background... We mentioned this in episode 1. The backgrounds are much nicer to look at than the actual characters. Like, it looks like there was more effort in the backgrounds. And I believe you raised I think you made a joke of it in the first episode about how, they might have outsourced it.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't know. I'm genuinely thinking... This was all made by one studio, I know that, which is now called Crunchyroll Productions, or Crunchyroll Originals. It is a studio that was originally owned by Crunchyroll, and now it's actually a proper Crunchyroll studio. But I don't... Generally, there is such a disconnect between the characters and the backgrounds, it's just... It's weird to look at. It's very jarring to look at.
Family's old. Like, old. I grew up watching my mother use her body to pull magic from the metal. I thought, that's how it's done, you know? It drains you. It's like, it's always a cost. But this new magic is so different. It's like a language I don't understand. Old magic tools.
Did I see that?
What?
It's like a language I don't understand.
Oh my god, the mortar and pestle just phased through the fucking book. The mortar and pestle just phased through the fucking book.
I missed it. Your eyes are sharper than mine.
I was looking at the book, and then I noticed it, and I was like, what?
Tools I know. I can find my way around a broom, or cauldron, a wand. This new magic stuff, there is no cost. They can just do things. Cut their hair, fly around the world, make a castle out of sausages.
What? Also, the mortar and pestle is gone.
Yeah, the mole and pestle.
Hold on a minute. Oh god, my inner writer is screaming right now.
Well, the dialogue.
No, not the dialogue, the implications of what she just said. So,
Oh, the new and old magic.
I'm about to nerd out a little bit with everybody here. So, when you make a fantasy setting that uses magic, there's typically two types of magic. There's hard magic and soft magic. Hard magic is magic that has a very specific set of limits and has a very specific way it is used. Soft magic is, it does whatever you want it to do. And it's used however you want it to do. So when she was talking about old magic, she was describing essentially hard magic. There's a way you do it. She described her mother pulling the magic out of the ground. She said that there's a cost. So there's a cost to using old magic.
Yes.
There's a limit, there's a cost, there's a way to do it. That qualifies for hard magic. Also, the cat's eyes are on the wonk.
He looks fed up too. It's like, seriously, woman, can we get this over and done with so you can feed me?
And then she's just talked about new magic, which she has quite literally just said can do anything from cut people's hair to create fly around the world to create a castle out of sausages with no cost.
Yeah, so that's soft magic. They've got hard and soft magic in the same universe.
But also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I think the show has just contradicted itself. Because in the first episode, when we had the Aunt and Aloe, there was a Terrasphere. And I'm going to have to go back to check. But Terrasphere is new magic, if I remember correctly. And didn't Sage... Go on.
I was just going to say, like, sort of the Terrasphere is the new magic. And didn't they say something about them, like, new magic can't exist without old magic?
No, she said new magic... She said she thought it was incompatible with old magic in reference to the Terrasphere. She also said the Terrasphere's conjuration abilities were limitless. Or essentially limitless. And then the auntie said something about Aloe being an elf, so her magic flowed into hers, so... I don't get how that worked. Was she essentially using Aloe as like a fucking battery?
Probably.
Because that's the only way I can make this work. I'm genuinely trying to think how this makes sense.
I'm just going with it. I'm just going with the flow.
You can have both systems, but you have to do it in such a way as to it's consistent. Once again, bringing back this whole thing of consistency. Like in some fantasies, the newer magic is the one that has much harder limits than the older magic. Because the older magic is no longer practiced around it, it was a lot more understood, it was a lot more powerful, so it could do a lot more...
A lot more, like, so typically a genre, like, in these genre-defining things, is that the older magic is more free-flowing and less structured and less scripted, while newer magic is more confined and more limited because X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. Like, they've lost touch with the old magics or whatever bollocks.
Mm-hmm. And with this one, they've kind of flipped it, where... Yeah. Old magic was the one that had the limits, and new magic is limitless from the sounds of it.
I'm guessing they're kind of developing magic like they develop technology in this universe, maybe? I'm giving the show way too much credit in that regard.
Maybe. But I don't know. I don't understand this magic system. I understand the old magic, because she's just flat out giving us example of old magic. Her mother pulled the magic out of the ground, there was a cost, and there was a way to use it. Bingo, bango, boom. New magic, it's just like, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Maybe we'll find out more later?
Maybe. I hope so, because this magic system, I'm curious about it, but at the same time, it's giving me a headache.
Let's roll on and find out.
I want to master all the tools we have here. I'm going to need some... cinnamon.
Cinnamon for a spell?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. Okay, that was a little awkward. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, you have a lot of scrolls.
What'd she say?
Holy crap.
Oh, holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, finally the strong language comes out.
I wouldn't necessarily call crap strong language. Also, am I the only one noticing it?
What?
Never mind his face. Because I don't like that face.
And that pose.
But look at the coat stand,
Yeah.
then look at the coats. Am I the only one noticing it?
Shouldn't they be a bit more, like, facing away? Like,
They look more like foreground elements to me.
yeah.
Like, they don't look like they blend into the background. They look like they stand out a lot more.
Which, you know what I'm thinking?
Mm.
You know what animation technique they have probably used?
What?
Throwing way back now, the Hanna-Barbera technique.
Mm.
Where they just had pre-made backgrounds,
Mm.
and they put the characters and things on top of the pre-made backgrounds, and if they had to interact with anything in the background, they had to reanimate it. So that's why in old Scooby-Doo cartoons, if a door had to be opened, it was clearly a different detail to the other.
Yeah,
to the rest of the background.
Yeah, because the door would be animated and the background wouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. This is probably what they have done. They've in order to cut costs, because Hanna-Barbera developed this technique to cut cost and make it so that animation was quick.
Wasn't it like a running joke that the original Scooby-Doo series was basically made on the budget of a ham sandwich?
Yes. So, where did everyone's money go? Wait, I know. The fucking intro.
We hope...
That joke again.
We hope it goes to the intro, because at least that way it actually went into the show. Which nobody wanted. But at least we can say it was a waste of money.
No, you say that, but as you said before, people were genuinely interested until they actually started making it, and then interest went. Meow.
Well, it was when the first trailer came out. It was either the first trailer or the second trailer. But hold on, I just want to have a look at something. So, you can see the definition here. You can see it out here. This looks really flat to me.
Flat, yeah.
This looks really flat, but you can still, especially up here, where you can see these scrolls, they look like they're meant to be jutting out, but they look really flat.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to check something. I want to have a look at the walk again. Okay, no, the crack is still there. For a moment there, I thought the sword had been fixed.
Also, you can see another example of this. Just go back 1 second.
Okay, I will try. So, there you go. There you go.
Notice how the door is slightly differently textured than the wall.
Oh yeah. Also, there shouldn't be a shadow here. There should be light here, shouldn't there? Judging by where that window is.
And yeah, they fucked up the shadows.
Man, you've got so much cool stuff in here. Oh, is that a lizard?
You are just like her.
No, the lizard?
How do you not notice? How? Also, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But hold on a minute. I just want to check something. She runs over here, looks at there, goes over there. Yes, it's very obviously a lizard. Looks up there. Where the fuck does this table and everything come from?
I don't know.
I'm genuinely trying to... Is it over here? Is it behind here? Is it behind the bookcase? Because this is here.
Yeah.
So I'm generally just trying to follow this now. Okay, I'm focusing on that blue board with all the scraps of paper. That's what I'm focusing on right now. Okay, that's down there. What?
Again, the whole thing about the Scooby-Doo background.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have picked this up on the previous episodes, or they've only just started using this technique in this episode, but they definitely Scooby-Dooed this.
It's certainly beginning to look like it, because that picture does not match the fucking background. But also, I do have to ask, where the hell did this whole setup come from?
Don't know. You should have at least seen the top of the setup in the previous transition.
If she's looking forward, and then he says that, and she turns around, how the hell, unless in her excitement she's just fucking blind, which would not surprise me considering that face.
And also, they are trying so hard to cock her eyebrow, but like, some of it's hidden behind her hair.
They've also cocked her eye.
Yeah.
They've just cocked up the eye.
The liver?
My friend. One of my closest friends.
Yeah, it's definitely like the old Hanna-Barbera style. This whole show is just like... Because look at this. This looks very hand-drawn to me here. Like, you can even see where they've missed out bits and pieces. Which, the very fact that there are missed out bits and pieces...
It's very rushed.
It gives off that illusion, doesn't it? It certainly gives off that illusion. Or at the very least that there was no one else to go back over it.
Your mom.
Are we gonna hear a name? I don't think we know the mom's name.
No, we don't.
Okay. I will say this, I do like the paintings.
The paintings are good.
So far, most of the paintings we've seen have actually been decently nice to look at. Like, we pointed it out in episode 1 with, I'm guessing it was the wedding picture for...
Yes, it was their wedding picture.
Yeah, for Aloe and the Auntie. That was a genuinely good picture. I would have liked to have seen more of that art style.
It was cute. That was sure.
Also, I just love how they're fucking cheerleaders. But also, and I'm just going to point this out because I've just noticed it, this girl is the same race as the teacher. Her horns are correct.
Yeah, her horns are better.
Oh. Yeah, the whole Hanna-Barbera thing, where it's like background, definitely meant to be interacted with. Also, oh gods. Have you noticed it?
Yeah, they haven't got their hands flat on the bottom of the trophy.
They haven't got their hands flat on the trophy, but just look. It gives the illusion that the hand is flat on the trophy, but that is clearly the thumb. So what the hell is this? This should be empty, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that space should be empty, or at least filled up with the trophy. Also, once again, is it just me, or does that trophy look like it's on the skew? Because this looks like it's straight, this looks like it's on the skew.
Not a clue.
Now, if you look at it, follow this. Here's the label. So that's the label. That's the stand. The stand is clearly on the straight.
Yeah.
Then you look at this. Angle out here. Handle goes up. This is at a much sharper incline. The handle is partially obscured. And it goes up to a more prominent lip, giving it the illusion that it's slightly twisted. But the stand looks like it's straight.
They were doing the same with the sword.
Yeah, are they doing that? I'm genuinely questioning whether they're doing this on purpose, or whether they can't just... This is gonna sound really weird to say. If they can't just get things to be straight! I know this show was made by an all-female writing room. I know this show is meant to be all about inclusion and such, but I genuinely have a question. I genuinely have to ask this. Do these people who have made this show just have a difficulty of keeping objects? I'm specifically saying objects here. Do these people have a difficulty of specifically keeping objects straight?
They don't.
Oh, they don't or they do, because this makes me look like they do.
I don't think they don't. I don't think they know.
Oh. Also, is it just me, or does that girl look very awkward? Like, not awkward as in there's something wrong with the face, but she almost looks like she's a little awkward to receive the award. Like, she doesn't look happy to see the award, at least not to me. This person looks happy.
Unless she's bashful? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's find out the deep lore about this particular painting.
Oh, God.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which portrait's screwy?
I'm guessing that one.
No, I think that might be intentional.
Oh god.
Why is she kicking him in the face?
How dare you take the last cinnamon bun? Also, I just love how that was just like...
It's like...
Also, wait a minute. I just want to have a look at this again. So, that's there. Like, that painting is there. And this painting is here. I want to focus on this painting. Okay, she goes. Passes that. That painting
just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, that painting just comes out of nowhere. Because... Oh, no, it's there. There it is.
Oh,
there it is.
It's the transition again.
Yeah, we missed it, but it is there. It looks like by the scaling... No? Oh, no. As she gets closer, it corrects itself, but yeah. So, no, this painting was obviously there. But I was just following that other picture. Oh, yeah, that picture. Wait a minute! Wait, that's a picture that she was just...
Looking at.
No, oh my... Okay, there, right?
And that one too.
That there. These two paintings got... This painting in particular got flipped. This painting now appears on the other side. This painting that I want to focus on... Because if you look, she's standing in front of that painting with the guy at the cat. And then it literally flips. Both paintings get flipped.
Yeah.
So... Oh my god!
And also the bottom of the portrait at the top as well. Like, so that's that guy's shoes.
Oh my god. You remember what you said about episode 1 and asset flipping?
Yeah.
We now have a literal example of it. We now have a literal example of them asset flitting themselves.
Yeah. Or they Scooby-Dooed it.
There's Scooby-Dooing it, and then there's just this. Because, at least with Scooby-Doo, it was made in a time when the technology wasn't really very well understood. Because there's always advancements in animation technology. There's always advancements in visual technology. It was like when The Mandalorian was being made. They came out with, I think it was incorporating the Unity engine, where they had this free 160-degree set that they could edit, change, touch up on the fly. Because it was effectively running in a video game engine. And Corridor Digital, actually, they are a bunch of special effects artists who do a bunch of reaction videos and such, and they do a lot of other stuff as well. They're currently doing...
Corridor Digital.
Yeah, you know them.
Cool.
They did a video where they went and saw the technology, and it's amazing technology. Like, I'm really excited to see what people can do with it. But like I said, go on.
Do you want to know something also interesting?
What?
Hollywood... was the technology in Hollywood was initially brought there by soldiers, and now soldiers are getting technology inspired by Hollywood.
Huh. Interesting.
I was just watching a video about it today.
Interesting. But the point I was trying to make was... I don't even remember the point I was making now. You threw me off.
Sorry, you're talking about how the technology...
Oh, yeah. Thank you. The technology wasn't really available back then. Not to mention the whole running joke of Scooby-Doo, especially the first Scooby-Doo, being run on the budget of a ham sandwich. Which isn't actually inaccurate if you look into it. Scooby-Doo, especially the first season, had a really low budget. And they had to cut corners... But them cutting corners in that regard, it kind of made the show its own unique thing. And Scooby-Doo has exploded into this almost cultural franchise.
That being said, though, sort of Hanna-Barbera at the time were just scattershotting out cartoons to see which one stuck. Because, they had Scooby-Doo, they also had, something in the Pussycats. I can't remember what that one was called. And... Captain Caveman, which were all pretty much the same show, just with different characters.
Captain Caveman!
Yeah, we're just showing our ages now.
But no, back then, Hanna-Barbera, you could kind of see why Hanna-Barbera did what they did.
Yes.
Kind of just seeing what sticks. And like I said, even though it was basically a scatter shot to see what happened, Captain Caveman is still being used to this day. There was a movie about Captain Caveman, I think, released several years ago, a couple years ago. Scooby-Doo is still going and going and going. Like there was
Scooby-Doo's still going strong.
Scooby-Doo is still going strong. Hanna-Barbera properties are still going. There was a charm to Hanna-Barbera. There was a charm to the Hanna-Barbera properties, but to bring it back to my original point, there is no fucking excuse for this show to do this.
No. And
This...
like, sort of, their budget, which was supposed to be ad infinitum because it was being funded by the subscribers...
I would consider that a slap in the face, though.
Yes.
Like, here's the thing about it. Crunchyroll made this without the permission of the users.
Yes.
The users, from what I remember, anyone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong now, were excited when Crunchyroll originally made it, or at least some of them were. When the first trailer dropped, interest for the show dropped, and then the show basically was forgotten about for like a year, maybe 2 years, I think it was. And then in 2018 to 2019, it came out. This year or last year it came out. That in 2018 or 2019, the show was basically done. So they've had this show on the back burner for a couple of years. But what I'm saying is, they had subscriber money. And Crunchyroll is one of the biggest damn streaming sites for anime. So they had a lot of capital to throw around. Not to mention, they were using their own studio.
Unless the writers and actors took all the budget.
Possibly, I know the costs of making a show like this are astronomical because you have to pay for so much shit. But what I'm saying is, this show had funding from the subscribers. That to me, if I was in Crunchyroll's position, that to me means we have to knock this out of the fucking park. Because not only is this a show that the users didn't really sign up for, because they signed up to watch anime brought over from Japan and such. They didn't sign up for us making our own. So we have to knock this out of the damn park.
Yeah, we have to make something good.
We have to make something good, we have to make something that people want to watch, and we have, at the very least, you have to make something that gets people curious to see what else you're going to do.
And also subscribe for more.
Yes. I would consider this an experiment. To me, Crunchyroll should have considered this an experiment. Let's make our own show. Inspired by anime, whatever. Let's make our own show. See how our user base reacts. And we'll take it from there. That would have been... That would have...
They should...
Yeah.
I've made this point, they shouldn't have taken the subscriber money, they should have crowdfunded it, like, say, with Patreon, or, not Subscribestar,
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe, that's it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, sort of, and then, like, sort of, if it was a success, use the subscriber money. Say, like, sort of, okay, guys, we made this, like, sort of, is it good, is it not? And then, like, sort of, people would have feedback into the show, and, like, sort of, they'd say, yeah, continue, or no, don't do this again.
Mm-hmm. So, not only does Crunchyroll have to knock this out of the park, because this is effectively an experiment if they want to, because they have their own studio now. Like I've said, the studio that made this is a Crunchyroll studio. It was owned by Crunchyroll, and then it got rebranded. I think its original name was, like, Elion or something like that. I don't fully remember.
Who knows?
But it is officially now, like, Crunchyroll Studios or something like that. To me, this should have been an experiment, and Crunchyroll should have attempted to knock it out of the fucking park. If you have subscriber money from people who are using your site, and you give them something that they didn't originally want, they didn't originally ask for, it's something that shouldn't even be on your damn website, because it doesn't fit with the theme of your website. You have to knock it out of the damn park. That is what you have to strive for, because you are batting against everything. You do not do this!
You don't have the liberty of being cheap. And they've been cheap.
In the first episode, I took the piss. In the second episode, we pointed out the inconsistencies with the writing, the voice acting. We pointed out a lot. This episode, I am damn angry. I am angry, and I'm fucking insulted. Because here's the thing. They prided themselves on this show being an all-female writing room, being inclusive, diverse. It was meant to be, that, which I've got no problem with. I genuinely don't. But, as a pure business model, from Crunchyroll itself, this is a slap in the face to the people who genuinely wanted professional anime on Crunchyroll, because Crunchyroll is meant to be an anime streaming site. This is a slap in the fucking face. I'm not even irritated about the writer, who, personally, I don't like, just because of the things she said. I have nothing on the director, the creator, because I don't know them, so I've got nothing to say about them. I've got nothing to say about the writers, except for what they've shown us, and I have nothing to say about the people involved in terms of, like, animating or voice acting, aside from what they've shown us, which
It's nothing personal, kid.
No, it's nothing personal.
What you made is absolutely shit.
It's nothing personal. But, I use Crunchyroll. I've been subscribed to Crunchyroll. So, I consider this a personal slap in the fucking face, just from the poor fucking quality. Oh. Right, that's my little rant over.
Yeah. Now, shall we continue?
Oh, that got serious there for a moment.
Okay, which portrait's screwy?
It's the portrait right behind you. It's that fucking portrait.
I don't think it's that one.
Okay, Tiny Hammer, let's see what you can do.
Wait!
Huh?
The painting just changed!
I think this might be a magical portrait that changes as you turn it.
Probably. Because if you look at it...
It's a joke. It's
Wait
a
a minute.
They're actually inside the portrait.
Yeah, they're in the portrait.
And like sort of as it's tilted over, like sort of she's trying to push the young one away from falling on top of her.
Okay, this could be interesting. This is an interesting idea.
This is an interesting gag. Let's see where it goes. Roll on.
Okay, Tiny Hammer, let's see what you can do.
Yeah, it's changed. Oh.
It's a nice gag.
Oh! The fuck?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Why is there a trapdoor in the middle of this?
Why is there a hyper-realistic trapdoor?
Yeah.
Like this tunnel looks more high quality than the goddamn tiles.
Yeah. Maybe it's another PNG rip.
Oh god, hold on. I just want to check something.
This is funny though. That's funny.
Okay, yeah, it's a tile floor. It's certainly a good gag. It's an interesting idea, and this is what I mean. I just want to harken back onto this because we mentioned this in episode 2. They have some decent ideas in this. They have some decent characters. They have some decent ideas. But overall, it's just bad. The execution is just bad.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the gag.
She's got the bruise on her cheek like she actually has been kicked by the old lady.
And the old lady's just like, "What? You were about to crush me." And then they're back to how they're meant to be. And then,
Poor Parsley.
Oh.
Bye.
You know my mom. Do you know where she is? Please tell me everything about her.
Yeah, can you please tell us everything about her? Like her damn name!
Please.
I don't... Someone in the comments, please tell me, do we know the mom's name? I don't think we know the dad's name either. I don't think we know any of the parents' names.
Were you close? Was she amazing? What does she smell like?
What?
Maybe going back to episode 2 about maybe Rosemary's a bit autistic.
What does she smell like?
What was she amazing? What did she smell like?
Autism. I'm calling it now. Autism.
Oh my god! The first few I can understand because her mom is her personal hero.
My mom! Do you know where she is? Please, tell me everything about her. Were you close? Was she amazing? What does she smell like?
And then that last one is just like, what the fuck? Oh.
Autistic people have no filter. We just blurt out whatever we feel, unless we have specifically trained ourselves to control it. And I think she's just blurting out whatever she thinks.
Probably. Because it's certainly giving off that vibe.
We were close. She was fierce. And I never sniffed her. Our friendship wasn't sniffy.
Friendship wasn't sniffy.
Oh.
I mean, it's funny, but all for the wrong reason.
Oh god. I want to hear that again.
We were close. She was fierce. And I never sniffed her. Our friendship wasn't sniffy.
Okay, that was... I like that. I do like that.
Oh, it's a good gag.
No decoration on the cross guard, by the way.
Yep.
None. But that was a nice little interaction. I'll give them that. After my rant about their asset flipping, ugh,
Or execution.
I'll give them that.
It's mind-boggling to see a real part of her. Flowering.
Wow, you dick.
Yeah, not the child. But
Oh god. That line. I think I know where he's going with that because it was her sword. And the mom did say that a sword is essentially a part of the body.
yeah,
Like when she was talking to Child Rosemary. So I can kind of see what he's going for. Like referencing what she said. But that's her literal goddamn daughter. Oh.
See a real part of her. Flowering for her.
And it's... I know you're not a professional voice actor. Because I don't believe you're a voice actor. You're the creator of the show. But, oh, that delivery. Oh, that delivery.
I ruined it. What kind of warrior destroys their weapon?
A bad one?
Botched my mother's legacy.
The What was with that delivery? Oh, what was that delivery?
yeah.
Oh
What was
my
that
god.
voice?
I've got to hear that again.
I ruined it.
That one wasn't so bad because it sounds like she's holding back tears.
Yeah.
What kind of warrior destroys their weapon?
Once again, not too bad. Your eye is a little wandering, mate. Your eye's a little wandering.
I botched my mother's legacy.
That just sounds like sort of someone sort of writing, like, oh, I've ruined my entire book. A foppish, like, sort of eccentric.
You know what it reminded to me? Like when someone just goes, ah shit, I spilled coffee on my shirt. I have ruined my favorite shack.
Yeah.
Like they're just being dramatic for the sake of being dramatic. Or
Yeah,
they're
not
taking the
actually-
piss.
Yeah, it's not actually seriously
The
being upset about a ruined shirt.
Yeah, it's like the first part, the first one that she said, that fucking face.
Yeah.
The first one that she said,
I ruined it.
if she had kept that tone,
Yeah.
I would have thought a little better. He looks genuinely worried as well.
Yeah.
Like, he genuinely looks like, oh shit.
What kind of warrior destroys their weapon?
Why did he laugh at that, though?
Probably because he thinks she's being overdramatic, which she is.
Maybe.
But even so, if that is the friend of his friend, the sword of his friend, fucking hell, this show makes my tongue not work.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the sword of his friend, and that's his friend's daughter chuckle. Also, the fucking writing's different.
Maybe.
Brown, 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 black.
Maybe that's just the end, like, sort of...
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe they're going for the aging part.
Maybe, but my only issue is black, black, brown, brown. They've got black writing next to brown writing.
Who knows?
My mother's legacy.
Especially at the end where she holds on to the A, my mother's legacy. It's like, dude, you're being very overdramatic.
And you're not being serious.
No. Also, I think that book comes out of fucking nowhere.
My mother's legacy.
This book here. I'm pretty sure that comes out of fucking nowhere.
I'll show you something.
Okay, so I was right. I was right. That section was behind the bookshelf. So they just moved her behind there. They just flat out moved her.
It was another jarring transition.
Yep. Also, these paintings are all over the place, because this one looks photorealistic.
Yeah.
Most of the paintings that we've seen have been, like, hand-drawn or pencil-drawn. Like, they look like they've been, they look like they've been drawn with, like, colored pencils, like artist pencils.
Yeah.
This one almost looks like a damn photograph.
Yeah, it does. Or it's definitely done by a different... They've taken some of the artist's work.
But can you promise that we'll get right back to deciding your focus after we...
Yes, promise, promise.
she is so all over the goddamn place. She goes from excited to upset to angry to excited to depressed to excited so goddamn quick.
ADHD and autism? Maybe?
Oh.
But yeah, that photo in the corner, like... So...
Oh.
Ooh.
How far did you fall?
I give it about maybe 10, 12, 15 feet.
I would say probably a little more. I'd probably say like 30, maybe more. Because she flat out disappeared into the darkness.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah, that's a pretty decent fall.
well, she is a dwarf. She is made of sterner stuff. Ah, shit.
Tiny hammer.
At least she keeps the tiny hammer.
Yep. And she's in the sewers? Okay. I'm not against this.
It's pretty cool.
Also, I like this. I like the skeleton.
And the treasure chest. It's always very reminiscent of old cartoons where they do the underground scenes.
It very much. It really is.
They had those, like, sort of, and they have kind of, like, hidden gags and Easter eggs that haven't been dug up yet.
Mm-hmm. There's, like, a cut diamond.
Yeah, a diamond, a skeleton,
A
box
fidget
of
spinner.
fish. I wasn't gonna... I didn't see the fidget spinner. Your interpretation of that is what it is. But yeah, like, sort of... I like this. This is an interesting shot.
Mm. Oh.
Oh, bye.
Some spheres grant eternal life.
What?
Apparently, some of those spheres give eternal life.
Some spheres grant eternal life. That's a bit much.
A bit? You think? This bottle looks really flat, by the way. These bottles look flat.
It's the whole background thing again.
Mm. Also, that is a chunky cat.
No, he's a chunky cat. He's very cute. I want to pet him.
But I guess they're on about terraspheres?
Probably.
Because that's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing that I can think of that relates to magic and spheres in this. But she just said some spheres can grant eternal life. So, wait. Is each terrasphere meant to do a particular thing? Like the one that Auntie has is specifically about conjuration. And that's why she said its conjuration powers are almost limited. Almost limitless, sorry.
Maybe.
How would you even go about making, this magic system? Ooh.
Who knows? Who knows?
Communication.
Hold on. Feline communication. Hold on.
Feline communication.
I love how the cat reacts to that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to talk to you, bitch. Get back to reading.
Fucking face!
Yeah.
Oh. So, there are terraspheres that can grant... I'm assuming it's terraspheres. But there are terraspheres that can grant eternal life. And there are some that can grant feline communication. And there are some that can conjure whatever the fuck you want, including pocket dimensional spaces.
And castles made of sausages, apparently.
I see a lot of very big problems with these terraspheres.
A lot of flaws.
Oh, not a lot of flaws, but from what she says, if they can from the sounds of it, if you can think it, you can create a terrasphere of it. So what is to stop a tyrant from getting a hold of a terrasphere that grants eternal life? You then have an immortal tyrant.
Maybe that's something they touch on later?
That's probably why the Guardians exist, in all honesty, to keep people from doing shit like this.
Probably.
When I'm done with this spell,
Did she just call him Neppy?
that's feline communication. Nappy.
Nappy?
Neppy.
It sounds like Nappy to me.
Is Neppy?
Hold on.
When I'm done with this spell, you're feline communication. Nappy.
I'm definitely hearing an A. I'm definitely hearing an A.
I'm hearing an E, so it's Neppy.
Well, you were correct about the last one. You know, when we were talking about the purple-haired girl's vows, it was AIM. I thought it was AM. It's AIM, at least according to the comments. So, I'm going to say it's Neppy, because if it was Nappy, that would be rather silly. Because over here, I don't know if they do this in America, but over here in England, Nappy is the underwear for babies. It's what we call diapers. Instead of calling them diapers. We call them diapers as well, but we always call them nappies. So, yeah.
When I'm done with this spell, you're going to be able to speak at least 5 words. You can choose which ones. No swears, okay?
Yes, because we wouldn't want to swear in a show with a mature audience. Why does this cat look so damn posh?
I don't know.
You know what he's reminding me of now?
Oh.
Oh, I think it's a Studio Ghibli film. Or a Studio Ghibli film with, like, the cat in the suit. The Cat Returns or something like that.
A little bit, yeah.
The face, that's starting to remind me of that, like, that gentleman cat.
And
An infestation of...
Oh god, here they are. Right. I'm grabbing my bat. I got my bat.
let's go.
You can choose which ones. No swears, okay?
Oh, great. An infestation of nerds.
Are you calling the cat a nerd too? Because he can understand.
We came up here to get away from the peasants, but here you are.
This is an open lab, Amaryllis. Use it if you want.
Amaryllis. Oh yeah, the purple-haired girl's name is Amaryllis. Also, once again, the eyes. That eye looks like it's looking this way, that eye's flat out looking that way. Also, hello, Snapdragon. And the fucking bracelet has changed again! Ooh. Inconsistencies abound.
Is this what you eat? Real. You've got to smell this.
If you don't need to use the lab, you should clear out and let us work.
Okay, sure thing.
So she tried to tip it over and then throw a sphere into it. Or some ingredient that isn't part of it.
It looked like a sphere to me, or it looked like something. Also, Sage just... Where did this come from? Like, was there some sort of confidence boost for Sage? Because in episode 2, she didn't bother to stand up against Amaryllis at all. And then in episode 3, and in episode 1, she didn't stand up to, Time. Yeah, in episode 3, she's standing up to both of them? I'm all for this, in all honesty. It's a little sudden, but I'm all for this.
Remember what Time said in the beginning, though, about how, she's been working on her comebacks?
Yeah. So she's definitely been thinking about this and getting her confidence up, which I'm all for. Because this girl needs some fucking confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I just want to go over this.
Use it if you want.
Is this what you eat? For real, you got to smell this.
If you don't need to use the lab, you should clear out another square.
Yeah, she's definitely a little more done than the rest of them. Although I think I just want to have a look at this. So she's there, he's there. She comes round.
But here you are.
Okay, so he's there.
Lab, Amaryllis. Use it if you want.
He's still on the right.
For real, you got to
She comes over to the right.
If you don't need to use the lab, you should.
Cat comes down.
Okay.
And now the cat's... Oh, no, yep, that is right. Yep, that's right. I was just trying to make sure they got the locations right.
Mm.
Sure thing.
What? Okay.
Tried to tip it over, but failed.
I do like how Sage is just standing there with her arms crossed. She goes to kick it. Why would you even bother kicking a large iron cauldron? You are what? 4 foot something?
4 foot, 4 foot of nasty.
You're like, I'm gonna say you're like 4'6", 4'8", I don't know sizes. That is a big iron pot. Like, that is a big cast iron cauldron. You ain't kicking that over with a kick. Not only that...
Also, why doesn't Rosemary attempt to stop her at this point? Because she really, like, sort of, the moment that she kicked it and failed, it should have gone to Rosemary, like...
A Sage.
Sage, sorry. Why did I give Rosemary a Sage mixer?
I don't know.
It should have gone to Sage and gone, holy crap, this woman's trying to ruin my thing, GTFO, or at least ran over to try and stop her.
Probably, but also, I'm pretty sure she kicked that thing with her toes.
Yes.
Yeah, she kicks it with her toes. Yeah. Wait, did she actually make contact with that? Or does the sound just play?
Is this what you eat? For real, you got to smell this.
If you don't need to use the lab, you should clear out another square. Okay, sure thing.
Oh no, it's one of those things again. It looks like her foot connects before the sound plays. And then she blushes his at, looks at him, and he's just like, God damn it. He actually looks nervous for some reason.
Yeah.
And then that starts glowing, and she throws that in, and even he's just like, oh gods, what did you do? Oops!
Really? She pulls that bullshit card!
I'll be right back. Right, sorry about that. We are back. Let's just rewind that a little bit so we can take in the full glory. You know what, let's just watch that again so we can take in the full glory of this moment.
If you don't need to use the lab, you should clear out another square. Okay, sure thing.
That bullshit. That's fucking bullshit.
I love how she's just as surprised as them two. She takes a moment to look at them, and then she's just like, oops. You know, there was a comment on the second video that we did where someone said Amaryllis was the one that carried the show for them, even though she is a trope unto herself. And I can honestly see where they're coming from, because with all the inconsistencies and everything, this bitch is the only constant.
She's the only consistency.
She's the only consistency so far.
The only other consistency is the inconsistencies.
Pretty much. I thought, okay, are you seeing that black speck?
Yeah.
I thought that was something on my computer screen. I just tried wiping it away, but no, it's in her hair. Oh, gods. Okay, you're just gonna stand there. Oh?
That tiny little hammer for her has been very useful so far.
Oh?
Oh?
Illuminous? Oh?
Illuminous crabs.
Oh my god, it's adorable.
I want one.
It's a bioluminescent cave crab.
She said its name. Go back and check it.
Oh, it's just a trapper.
A traver?
Crabber.
Trabber. Hold on. I'm hearing miswords. I just want to hear that again.
Oh, it's just a trapper.
Yeah, there's a B. You know what? You know what this reminds me of?
Wow.
It's like someone just took an army helmet and some goggles and put them on a little crab, and it's just like, I'm a soldier of the war!
I'm reminded of Pokemon. I think.
Oh, yeah, I don't play Pokemon, but I know which one you're on about.
It's Paris crossed with Krabby.
Oh, but it is adorable, I'll give them that.
And look, your whole family.
Oh god, they're all bioluminescent. Oh my god, that's a big one!
They're big and...
That's a big one. This one just doesn't have any definition on it. This one's just white.
It might be just a little baby.
Hold on, are they making noises?
Yes, they are.
And look, your whole family. Okay.
They're like Pokemon. They're like little Pokemon.
This one is no longer glowing.
I need your help to get back upstairs. Yes! Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god. I'm reminded of fucking Disney's Princess and the Frog, where all the fireflies use, just dance and form an arrow to lead them the way to, the mama in the goddamn boat.
I haven't seen The Princess and the Frog.
But this is literally just like an airport runway. Also, that thing is now glowing again.
Yeah.
Ruined my potion. What's wrong with you?
Question.
Hmm?
Good question. What is wrong with her?
Writing.
That too.
Oh. Oh.
Guys.
Hold on. I want to just have a listen to them, because Snapdragon said something there. Hold on.
Ruined my potion. What's wrong with you? You at least need to help me clean this up.
Okay, for once. Okay.
Snapdragon's being the decent guy.
He's words. In the second episode, he was shown to be a little bit of a prick, but he understands you can't just do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, he came in and he partook in Sage's bullying effectively by making a joke at her expense in the cauldron. But when shit goes like this, he's the one who's literally like, you're gonna get in trouble if you keep doing this shit.
Yeah, so he's the voice of reason, and she's just an absolute thundercunt.
Yeah, he's the softcore bully, as I call them.
Mm.
Also, I don't know why, but Sage in this pose is just like, mwah. And what does she say? Is she literally pulling the whole thing of, oh, who are you going to tattletale to?
Yeah.
Is she literally calling Snapdragon a tattletale to? Also, why does his face remind me of fucking Shaggy right now? Why does his face remind me of Shaggy?
A lot of Scooby-Doo references in this episode.
Why does his face remind me of Shaggy?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the, like, so, let's get out of here, Scoob!
Oh my god.
As they do, like, these, Benny Hill.
Oh god. Not only does his face remind me of Scooby-Doo, his legs remind me of Scooby-Doo.
He is very skinny, lanky, like...
He's got the shaggy legs. He's got the shaggy legs. Oh god, do you remember what I said about the bottles being flat?
Yeah.
This makes them look very flat.
Yeah, they look like a 1D
2D texture. Yeah.
Yeah, 2D texture in old video games.
Yeah. Oh, they look... Some of them don't look too bad, like the chest, the books, and that. But the glass balls, especially like this one, even this rose here, oh, it just looks so flat. It looks really flat. It doesn't look good. Oh, hello. And she's behind Snapdragon!
My mouth can say words now.
Talking cat.
And fucking her face.
It's a werecat.
Oh, god.
My mouth can say words now. I have got some opinions. And wait, what's my name?
Warning, it's Snappy Cat.
I am Neppy Cat.
Nippy cat.
I have to install you to your original size.
I have to ensmallen you to your original size.
Unless that's the actual name of the spell. Fucking use. I have to shrink you. Like, so these people just took a thesaurus, ripped it up, and like threw words down and went, this word, that word is now what we're going to make this sentence out of.
I forget where it was, but I've also heard people say in biggin.
I'm so sorry.
I have a mission.
Oh.
I am made of courage.
What?
What?
What? Also, hello. Why is it we were talking about Hanna-Barbera. We were talking about Scooby-Doo. We have the fucking Velma of the crew. We have... Oh, hold on. Did it? Nope. We have fucking Snapdragon Shaggy. And then we have... fucking Scooby-Doo! Fucking big buff Scooby-Doo! It even looks like he's got a Scooby-Doo collar. It's blue and everything. It looks like the cat version of Scooby-Doo.
Look, I have to install you to your original size. I'm so sorry.
I have a mission. I am made of courage.
Okay, so that orb... Did that orb just get bigger?
Yes, as he turned it into a...
Yeah, it did. It got bigger.
Yeah.
No, Neppy, wait!
I like this picture. I do like this picture.
It's well detailed.
They have put a lot of effort into the cat. And... fucking airport runway crabs.
I love him.
Oh?
Ooh. Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. They're all just fucking waving. Oh, that satisfied smile.
Yes.
Lavender and I met when we were students.
Lavender!
Yeah.
We finally know her damn name. Oh, have you just been in this office this whole damn time? How much time has passed?
It's like they're playing 4 stories simultaneously.
It's kind of just clicked in my head. How much time has passed?
I don't think any. I think they're all going off simultaneously. They're just giving us different different points of view.
I think you're right on that, because I'm just trying to picture... I'm trying to follow the actual events. Also...
That picture.
Yeah, that picture is really photorealistic. Oh my god. Oh god. It reminds me of someone, but I don't remember her name. Oh god, what's her damn name? It's gonna come back to me, but we'll continue.
Last year together, our first year, we were a lot like you and your friend Sage, actually.
What? How?
Totally insane. This was our first everything hours.
Oh.
Oh, there's the demon girl.
Yes. Oh, she must be a teacher here too. I mean, she must have been a student here too.
I'm guessing they all were.
Hmm.
Mom looks so fierce in the uniform. Is that your sister?
It's me, actually.
You're a girl?
I'm transgender.
Boom! Big reveal! Couldn't give less of a shit. I genuinely don't give a shit. And here's the thing, I'll say this now. If you want to live the way you want to live, go for it. I couldn't give less of a toss. But I will say, and I think someone pointed this out in the comments of the Crunchyroll video anyway, it is at least a nice way of introducing it. The guy has a picture of when he was younger, looks more like a girl. Rosemary, who's a kid, looks at him, gets him confused for his sister, or thinks that's his sister. He reaffirms it's him. And so she goes, "You were a girl," and he just goes, I'm transgender. Literally nothing else you need to say about that.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
So I will give them credit for that.
Mm.
Of course you don't know that word. You're a kid.
Born into a female body, but it wasn't the right body for me. So I used new magic to change it.
Cool. You can do that?
Okay, so new magic can also change your sex.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any limits on new magic?
Apparently not.
Then what is new magic?
I don't know. It's something to do with the spheres, I know that much.
Like, old magic, from what we know about it, which is not much, it's limited in what you can do with it, there's a cost to it, and from what Sage said, her mom pulled the magic out of the ground, and the auntie, I don't remember the auntie's name, so I'm just going to keep calling her auntie. The auntie's name mentioned that Aloe is an elf. So the elves have a deep connection to old magic, and Sage's mom was able to pull the magic out of the ground. Is old magic basically druidism?
I have a feeling old magic is traditional magic, like how we would think of it, like in D&D, or like wizards flinging spells, witches brewing potions, that kind of thing. And this new magic is their own in-universe invention of these terraspheres that are literally Mary Sue's.
No, I think if you want to use a D&D example, the old magic would be like the druid, the new magic would be the artificer. That's what I'm getting from this.
My interpretation is different, but we'll see who's right later, won't we?
Well, because the reason I'm saying that is, from what we know about the old magic, it's connected to the elves in some way, or the elves are connected to it. And Sage's mom was able to pull the magic out of the ground.
Sage, I think pulling it out of the ground is like just metaphorical.
It might be metaphorical, but we have not seen it, so I'm taking it as a literal example at the moment. Which, if that is the true case, that to me means that old magic is kind of the magic of the world. It's like the elemental magic, fire, wind, water, air. It's the magic of life, essentially. The weave, as we would call it in D&D. New magic, I have no fucking clue what this is meant to be. It seems like so far new magic is just, you think of it, it can do it.
It's a Mary Sue, kind of.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a Mary Sue because it's not a character, but it could definitely be used as a Deus Ex Machina.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
It's literally just like, this happens because new magic says it's happened.
Yeah.
Which, in a fantasy setting, can work.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to handle it in certain ways. You kind of have to set a precedent that you're mostly going to be using a soft magic system. Because if you set up that you're mostly going to be using a soft magic system, most people will be like, it's magic. Like in D&D, like how we come up with spells and such, and everyone's like, how the hell is this able to do it? And the response is just like, magic.
Yeah.
So, let's continue with this.
Is that kind of transformation magic permanent?
I take a potion once a month to keep the spell active, which lets me be the real me.
So there is a limit to it. He can.
It's like maybe it's a time limit.
Maybe, because he just said he takes a potion once a month.
Yeah.
So, So, wait. Time limit on this magic system? I'm not lingering on him, because I've genuinely got nothing to say about him.
No, it's the magic. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Live your best life, I say.
Anything to know where she is right now.
Okay, if you want to know, I have to ask this question now. And this is just because of what they've shown us. If she wants to know where she is, why not just use new magic to find her? So far, new magic has no fucking limits.
Unless because she's dumb as bricks barbarian, she doesn't know how to use magic at all.
I mean, Sage is old magic, so
Yeah.
But then again, if he... Wait, is he old magic or is he new magic?
Both? Maybe?
Maybe. If so, then why doesn't he help?
Maybe he's going to. Let's find out.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
Next question.
No, he doesn't.
What even is that thing?
That was one of my favorite missions. We almost died 4 times.
So, typical D&D adventure. And she has this look on her face of, tell me.
I want-
Oh, I see. You want the gory details?
Nappy Cat, we want to hear your opinions. Oh, conjure sleeping spells. Where's the monster?
God damn it.
God damn it, Amaryllis! What was that? What is the fucking eyes?
I think he's meant to be going to sleep.
I know,
Like
but
it's
why
hypnosis.
the eyes? Why do his eyes just become swirls?
Because hypnosis.
Oh my god! And they use the fucking Z's
Yep. Sleeping spell.
for mature audiences, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah! Just fucking killed a guy. Fucking artillery strike someone. Why not? I swear I heard a Wilhelm scream in the background. as well.
I'm suddenly just reminded of the Iron Giant. Launch the missile now! Fucking hell! Oh, Scooby, run away! This cat is now Scooby. I know its name's Neppy Cat, but this cat is now Scooby. Oh god, I have to look at this again.
Gory details?
So you're telling her the gory details of this mission while all this is happening outside. Wait, what was that fucking... Who said that line? Listen to that
Some of the
line.
students. It's the background.
I know, but listen to that one guy's voice. What?
Look dangerous.
What is that delivery?
It's supposed to be panic, but not really.
Nappy Cat, we want to hear your opinions.
Where'd that purple hair girl go?
Oh, conjure sleeping spells. Where's the monster?
I love how Scooby just watches it go by.
Yeah. I'll conjure a sleeping spell.
Boom. Also, where the fuck did you come from? You weren't next to him.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm like back when I was at Beacon Primary and I'm just watching my usual morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep.
Straight up explodes a guy.
So you disappeared and came back. The kid who got put to sleep is gone. And he just fucking died. And he got pushed back. He just fucking died. This woman! This woman is a menace to society!
She's a menace to all.
She is the magic version of Rosemary.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
Am I even here?
What?
Yeah, why are you even here? Go away.
Who runs like that? Oh. At least I know why Snapdragon's coming along, because he actually looks like he wants to fix this. I don't know what she's
She just
fucking
looks
doing.
like she wants to kill it with explosions. And collateral damage is not in her vocabulary.
I want to go back just in case I hit. Look at the fucking face.
She looks happy.
Okay, I want to play that again to see if I hear the Wilhelm scream. No, I don't think it
No,
was.
it's an oof. It's an oof. It's an oof.
Yeah, there's like the sound effect makes it sound like a scream. She killed another guy.
She killed 2 people.
One dead. Two dead! You have big eyes.
Yeah, I get it, you're panicked.
Oh, and the cat's just gone. Oh, God. What is this show? What is this show?
I don't know.
We went from a family flashback episode to an episode of Sage finally growing a backbone to an episode about a transgender teacher who we don't really care about to an episode about Parsley going through a mine, entering the sewers and finding a bunch of bioluminescent crabs. We cut back and the cat is suddenly the hulking version of Scooby-Doo, screaming about a mission and has a wand in his mouth, and then the purple-haired bitch turns into a magical fucking artillery cannon, and now they're chasing the cat!
It's definitely all over the place, that's for sure.
That is the basic synopsis for this episode.
Basic.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Have you caught your breath yet?
Yes.
Both messed up.
Thank you, Snapdragon.
No! Snapdragon is wrong! Only whatever her name is.
Amaryllis.
Purple-head bit. Amaryllis is the one who fucked up.
Yes.
If she hadn't come in and threw her that ball in the bloody potion, this would have never happened.
Amaryllis is the one who fucked up, I agree with you there, but Snapdragon's the one who's just like, will you both stop arguing?
Maybe he's trying to be diplomatic to get them to shut up and start running.
That's what it seems to be like.
I'll give him that.
That's genuinely what it seems to me. But also, look at this. This literally looks like it's just painted.
Yeah.
Oh, the quality. The quality is all over the damn place. It's especially in shots like this. Like when, in the first episode, where we saw the gate. When it's in a shot like this, it's really easy to fucking notice. Like, up here as well. It's really easy to notice when it's not blended.
We can make it to the chasm.
There's no way across.
I don't think his lips moved.
There's no way across.
Yeah, his mouth does not move. It just opens.
You have any better options?
What?
She somehow stopped a manticore's sting with her sword, just putting it up like a shield.
That didn't even look like it was the stinger. Also, I have to say this. I want to see this again.
There's no way across.
You have any better options?
I just love how it just looms.
Yeah, it just grows. And also, weren't they closer together
Yeah, they
in
were.
the previous shot?
They were. It doesn't get closer. It just grows.
Yeah.
And the fucking sword is shorter again. Oh my god.
Mentioning the sword.
And then, yeah, the stinger comes down. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this spiked ball? Because that's not the stinger. Oh, she just gets swatted out of the air.
Oh, that's his terrace sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit of blood. Little tiny bit of blood.
Oh. Wait, what? That was an awkward way to say that line. That doesn't even sound like his voice.
He doesn't even sound concerned.
No, it doesn't sound concerned, but it doesn't sound like his voice.
Hmm. Wasn't she just up in the air?
Yes. They were. They were up in the air. Let's see how this ends, and then we'll go back.
I want to take better care of that. I would have asked the Manticore not to bleed all over it, but he was going through it. This will hold for a moment.
Whoa!
Okay. So he fixed the sword. But
And also, isn't the point in the book that she points to they're next to the corpse of the Manticore, but then it's all of a sudden in the bottom of the chasm? Unless they actually go down into the bottom of the chasm to take a picture with it.
yeah, in the picture book, yeah, they had the Manticore on its side, like the dead Manticore.
Yeah.
So hold on a minute. The Manticore here has spikes on its stinger. Yeah, it has spikes on its stinger. So instead of using the actual damn point of the stinger, it uses the spikes. Why?
Yeah, maybe it's trying to just go for a club instead of an actual sting? I don't know.
Maybe. Also, I just noticed she's not in plate.
No.
So she just gets swatted.
This is probably one of their training missions back in school.
Maybe. So he just starts letting off magic missile.
Yeah. And it's just bouncing off this Manticore like it's...
Yeah, she's wearing like a gambeson.
Yeah.
And then she gets stabbed, there's a little bit of blood. She falls off, hits her back.
Breaks the sword.
Also, I wasn't going to point this out, but I'm just going to say it now. She has a definite cleavage here, but in the flashback scene, she basically had none. So her sword gets
Maybe they used breast reduction magic.
Breticus reductus.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Wait, does that mean there's penis enlargement in new magic?
Probably.
New magic, the plastic surgery for everybody. Oh my god, just imagine if someone actually did that. Honey, I fancy a facelift today. Here's the Terrasphere. Thank you. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Halloween would be fucking amazing.
Halloween would be.
Halloween would be amazing. Oh. But yeah, it comes by.
It's flying.
It's very clearly over the chasm.
Yeah.
She comes running.
She jumps.
Clearly midair.
Yeah, clearly above the chasm. Fucking guts it.
And suddenly they're on solid ground. Suddenly they're on solid ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
Consistency. There is none. And then he yeets it into the bottom of the chasm.
Yep.
I thought she was grabbing her butt then for a second.
I would have asked the Manticore not to bleed all over it, but he was going through it. This will hold.
What? That was just a bad line.
She's trying to be funny. She's trying to make a joke, I think. But he's going through a lot. Anyway, continue.
Notice how she doesn't have her scar.
So
she gets her scar after this.
Yeah.
She was so cool. She killed a manticore? That should have been my bedtime story every night. Oh, and that's how the sword got broken.
Exactly.
This running scene does not look right to me.
No, it doesn't. It looks very...
What the fuck was that?
Just... being shot with arrows is an inconvenience in a comical mode.
That's how the sword got broken.
The shadow doesn't even look right. The shadow still looks flat.
He's floating
Hmm.
on the.
Yeah. 2 arrows. What the fuck was that?
Being shot is an inconvenience to this cat.
2 arrows. I just love the ping. I just love how it raises an eyebrow, and there's almost like a solid snake.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the show.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Hello, time.
Time's just killed it.
Is it dead?
No, these arrows are tipped with napping potion. Could someone explain to me what's going on?
It's literally called napping potion.
And also, arrows tip like so. Those arrows are still going to cause some serious damage.
Apparently, they're not that effective.
Nope.
Why does it sound like a lion?
He's meant to be.
Let's go.
Okay, for an elf, you have the worst aim.
At least on a moving target.
Let's go.
You know,
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Just stands there.
I'm glad we covered slaying because it's relevant to this meeting. It's time to choose your discipline. You can't really deny your legacy.
But I already have battle classes.
Sure, those cover broad stroke stuff.
What did my mom do for the everything else?
First semester, her main focus was leaving school grounds without permission, usually to get
A what?
Panini. It's a sandwich.
Ah.
Really?
yeah. But then she saw her friends getting the hang of their talents while she was skipping class. She wised up.
I guess I thought of her as always being like a perfect warrior. Just born that way.
No.
How do I even start?
First, quit worrying about getting that sword picked up. Why don't you care about all the other structures?
Because those came from her. They're like gifts she left on it.
Exactly. A worn weapon lets you know that it served its true purpose. The tools of Guardians will always show wear. It'll never be perfect.
So wait. He... When he repaired the sword the first time,
It had to be in contact.
he used the sword. He used the Terror Sphere, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And now he's just able to do it via the old magic method?
Mm-mm.
I mean, he is the magic teacher. So I guess... yeah, he is the magic teacher.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense, but... I don't know. I'm trying to understand this magic system, and it's giving me a headache.
You'll probably end up with a migraine by the end of this.
I'm probably going to end up with a migraine by the end of the season.
Or a seizure.
Always have a story to tell. This'll hold for a while.
Wow. Thank you. Mom gave me this sword so that I'd use it. So, thanks for giving me the tools to decide. You're alright, you know. For an old guy.
He's not that old!
He doesn't even look that old. And she's just like, and he's just like,
Yeah, I really think that she's fucking autistic.
And Parsley's still crawling around.
You go back to Parsley.
Okay, Parsley, where the fuck... where the fuck are you?
Where? Yeah, where?
Who has a pantry that big?
Who knows? And also, why have you got to climb?
The thing is in her pocket. The thing is in her fucking pocket.
It's cute. Don't. Oh. Also, like, so how useless is this room? You access it from the fucking skylight and underground? I don't get it. Really?
Hold on.
How?
Hold on.
And where did that nail come from?
I was about to say, was that nail there before? Yeah, it was. It was there.
It wasn't. I just didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah, that tiny little hammer hanging up. How is it supporting her weight? You are. It's a cartoon. Let's not argue about the physics. Let's go.
Yeah, if a woman could jump off of a deep chasm, stab a manticore, then somehow miraculously appear several feet behind the edge, I think a dwarf with a tiny hammer can hang on a metal spike.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Let's just go with that.
Okay, she climbs up and now she's in, what, the attic? Or...
No, under the floorboards.
Where the fuck is she?
All this to be a picture. We escaped the dungeon. We found our way out of that bizarre room closet. We solved a dozen riddles for the grog mob. Saved the Hornet's marriage. Climbed walls. Climbed between walls.
You did all that?
Yeah, in like, sort of... We didn't see any of that.
That sounds like it would have been a much more interesting episode.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, I want to see that episode.
Yeah, just an entire episode of Parsley.
Just trying to figure out where the fuck she is.
Yeah, like, so this episode could have been 3-4 episodes all broken up into their individual episodes.
It genuinely feels like it.
They just crammed 4 episodes together with random tangents.
Hold on, what does she describe?
All this to hang a picture. We escaped the dungeon.
Okay, so escape the dungeon.
Which when she fell out of.
Mm-hmm.
All this to hang a picture. We escaped the dungeon. We found
Escape the dungeon.
our way out of that bizarre room.
Bizarro broom closet.
We solved the dozen
When was she in a broom closet?
No idea. Solved a dozen riddles.
riddles for the grog mob.
Grog mob.
Grog mob. Yeah.
The Hornet's marriage.
Saved a hornet's
marriage.
Saved a hornet's marriage.
Climbed walls. Climbed between
Climbed walls.
Climbed between walls. That sounds like a much more interesting episode.
Mm.
Why wasn't that an episode?
On our way out. Professor Fox is going to think I'm a real dunce.
Did that thing literally just go bum bum bum?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Still haven't found our way out. Professor Fox
Also, I think those nails come out of nowhere.
I don't think they do.
Hold on.
Giving me the tools to decide.
Too far back. No, they're there the entire time.
They're there the entire time. Yeah, they've moved her. They've either moved her up or they've moved the nails down. Because her leg blocks them.
all this to hang a picture. We escaped the dungeon. We found our way out of that bizarre room closet. We solved a dozen riddles for the grog mob. Saved the Hornet's marriage. Climbed walls. Climbed between walls.
Yeah, they've moved.
Mm.
Also,
Yeah.
I have to say this again. What she describes sounds like it would be a much more interesting episode. Actually, what she describes sounds like it would cover a couple episodes.
Mm.
Which, once again, I have to ask this then. How long was she down there?
We don't know.
Still haven't found our way out. Professor Fox is going to think I'm a real dunce.
It literally does!
What?
Blah, 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 blah. It literally tilts up its claws as well. Oh my god. The show!
I want to pet one.
Oh my god.
That was a test. And the job you passed.
Wait, what was the test? I've been lost for hours.
She's been lost for she's been down there hours?
Apparently.
How long was Rosemary in that fucker's office?
No idea.
Also, that sword is not on the wall.
Unless this is a completely different side story that's going off, like...
Its own timeline?
Yeah.
It might be. That armor is... No, that armor is really bad.
That shield up above the armor and spear.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna look at them. I'm not looking at them.
Stop looking at them.
But no, I generally think you're right about this episode, how they just crammed a bunch of different stories into one episode. Because with what we saw with Sage and Rosemary, I would say they've been in there a little while, but I wouldn't say hours. Parsley literally sounds like she's gone through a whole mini adventure on her own.
Yeah.
Off screen, which is a travesty. Because it honestly sounds like it would have made a good episode.
You could say that, or you could say you've been excelling at the use of one tool for hours.
A dinky little mallet?
Yep, the very same. It was mine when I was a student. Got me out of some horrible quagmires. It's yours now. You've proven that.
Wow. Thanks, Professor Fox.
Okay, you're on the right track.
No.
Okay, so she says she's been lost for hours, and he just goes, think of it as excelling in the use of a tool for hours. I like that mindset. I do like that mindset.
Professor Fox is a good teacher.
It's that whole mindset of practice makes perfect, effectively. You consider it getting lost, but you got lost and you managed to get your way out with one tool.
Yeah, like, sort of, and that one tool has been a versatile little thing that has, like, saved your ass.
Mm-hmm. And he just said it was his, and he's a big boy.
Well, he must have been much smaller back in school, though.
Yeah, I imagine him being the type of character who was, like, really, really short in school, and then as they grew up, they just had, like, a massive growth spurt.
Yeah, he had a massive glow-up.
Nah, I like Professor Fox. I like him. Also, what the fuck is wrong with this tree?
We'll find out.
What? Nappy Cat!
What?
What are you doing?
I have a mission!
Enough of this.
Yeah, it's a retractable bow. I will applaud them for that.
Yes! Well,
Finally, something makes sense.
yeah.
And he's back to being a cat.
No arrow wounds either.
Garbage you pulled made me lose my grip. I meant to cast a gentle, harmless spell. You're a jerk.
Wait!
Snap!
Wait! What? Snapdragon's pushing on her! I kind of ship it. Are you absolutely aghast? Hello?
I can't breathe! I'm dying! Where the fuck did that come from? Also, thank you, Snapdragon, for summing up my emotions in one fucking face.
You like sort of stopped for a good 10 seconds there. Are you alright?
Oh, I was dying. It'll probably be on my side of the recording, but I was dying.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Let's continue this before I die.
That garbage you pulled made me lose my grip. I meant to cast a gentle, harmless spell.
Where does this come from?
He's well and truly crushing on her right now.
You're a jerk. Snap.
You just have to
Also, I have to ask, why in that particular moment?
Maybe because he's absolutely a bottom bitch and he wants a woman who can dominate him. He wants a strong woman.
Alex, you're gonna kill me! Oh my god!
He's only an asshole because he's compensating for it.
Oh my god! He's pulling a Markiplier where it's like, it's not a sexual thing, it's a power thing.
No, it's definitely a sexual thing.
Oh my god! Look at his fucking face.
Yeah, that's after
Oh.
Am is like sort of getting his attention. He's like, fucking ruin my fancy.
Oh god! I have to watch that again.
You're a jerk.
Why that particular moment, though? I genuinely think you might be right.
Snap.
Me? I don't.
What's wrong? Nappy at your tongue? No.
Oh? Ooh. The rot? Explain, please.
We'll probably get an explanation now.
Rosemary, you would not believe the afternoon we had.
Whoa, Parsley, have you been rolling in mulch?
Funny story, actually.
Come on, I'll tell you on the way.
You get your sword fixed?
Yep, I figured out my focus.
What is it?
Swordsing. Gonna swords it up.
Wow.
Swordsing.
I wish to be a sword master. I wish to hone my skill with a blade. And what do you want to do, miss? Swordsing?
I feel we may be talking about the same thing. You're just retarded.
Not forging though, fighting.
Oh, God.
Your mom will be so excited.
Oh, my God. Oh?
There is no explanation.
Probably coming in future episodes.
Probably.
But okay, they've set up a plot line.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the first... Go on.
I was just saying they've set up the quote-unquote big bad evil guy.
I don't think they've set that up yet, but they've definitely set up an introduction.
The evil entity that they're probably going to be fighting.
More than likely.
The Rot.
Oh, God, this episode. This episode both infuriated me with its laziness and its asset flipping, and at the same time, this episode almost fucking killed me. Oh. I thought the scene between Caraway and Rosemary was rather sweet. I thought it was decently handled.
Yes.
There were a lot of glaring issues that we pointed out, including that one with the fucking Manticore.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, that scene was pretty much okay. I liked the little bonding moment at the end as well.
Mm.
The whole Snapdragon Siege thing.
I love the fact that Snapdragon is crushing on.
Oh my god. The fact that it happened in that particular moment. Jesus Christ.
When she finally sacked up and grew a shiny spine.
Like when she just starts being angry. Not even really angry, because it was like child's anger. Where she just goes, "You're a jerk!" And he's just there just like, ah.
Like, again, when she sacked up and finally grew her spine, he's like, "Oh my god, this woman is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen."
And then Amaryllis just snaps him out of it. She doesn't even respond to what Sage said. She just completely ignores Sage, and Time just ignores everything and goes to check on the tree.
Oh, that's just Time in general.
Oh.
She's so aloof. Like, she just appears when she needs to be, and then disappears again.
Oh. Final thoughts on the episode?
Again, 3 episodes all crammed into 1 episode.
It definitely gave that feeling.
It could have done a much better job if they just told each individual storyline in 1 episode each. Like, it would have padded out the time better as well. Instead, we're jump cutting all over the place to 3 different perspectives with no actual, like, sort of perspective on how much time has passed, like, sort of what they're doing. We've missed out scenes, like, sort of, apart from Rosemary's and, I forget her name now.
Sages?
Sages, yeah. Like, so, but Parsley's, like, so we skipped so much.
Mm-hmm.
They dialed her back into the background.
Mm-hmm. Which is a shame, because from what Parsley said, she had the best adventure.
Yeah, like, so we just the only consistency just has to be a fucking bitch.
Oh god.
I feel like, okay, watching this episode has been both bashing my head against a brick wall and, like, rubbing it better afterwards. I don't know.
This episode, to me, has been questioning so many things to the point that I've given myself a headache and almost dying of laughter. Here's the thing. I see why people are angry about this show. I see why people are angry at Crunchyroll. I don't agree with because there were a bunch of comments that I saw in Crunchyroll for episode 3. With me personally, this show falls into the category of it's so bad it's good at times.
Yeah.
Like, it's very subpar in many regards, I would say. It's downright insulting in some regards.
It falls in, to me, what category it falls into is wasted potential.
I would agree there in some regards.
If they had a better writing team, better animation team, better voice actors, like, this world is fascinating. This universe that they have created is interesting. Like, so it just needs to be portrayed better.
Like we talked about, this show had to hit it out of the park, and it didn't. It's a subpar show in many regards. It has moments where you think, am I watching the same goddamn show? There are moments in this show that are like that, where they come out of nowhere and you're just like, am I watching the same goddamn show? Or, with what we experienced in the last episode, are there 2 different characters, or did they just bring in 2 different voice actors? There are moments that create such disconnect, and if I'm all over the place, that's because I literally do have a headache. The show gave me a headache. Oh, but yeah, I agree with you on the whole wasted potential thing. I'm not as interested in the show as you might be in terms of, like, the world and such. The only thing that genuinely seems to pique my interest is the magic system at the moment, and the rot. I want to see a little bit more of what's happening with the rot. Personally, I would have preferred them to, when Parsley falls down the chute, that would have been the last appearance of Parsley in this episode for me. Like, if I was doing it. That would have been the last episode of Parsley for that. Then you can focus on Sage and Rosemary. You now have extra time to dedicate to both of them and their little scenes that are going on. Because it seems like both of them are going on at the same time. Same with Parsley. But Parsley said that she's been down there for hours. So, time consistency is all over the place in this. So, you have more time. You would have more time to dedicate to them. And then, the next episode, I would make it a pure Parsley episode. And then you can show her doing what she described. Because honestly, what Parsley described sounds like it would have been a much more interesting episode.
It would have been a funny adventure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, honestly, this show is kind of just meh to me. In some regards, it's insulting. In some regards, it shows glimmers that it could actually be a good show. There are moments where the voice actors either have direction or they actually give a shit. There are moments where we just don't have anything to say because there's nothing really to say or we just haven't noticed anything. But yeah, it's very much just a meh show to me. It's not the worst thing in the world, but then again, no one was saying it was the worst thing in the world. A lot of people's biggest... Go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, a lot of people's biggest gripes is the way that Crunchyroll have handled this. The way the Crunchyroll have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they have basically flushed away people's money for something that's subpar.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, I have also seen people who are of the LGBT community and such who have felt like this show was extremely pandering, is what I've heard it described as. And I can genuinely see where they're coming from with that.
Woke pandering, yeah.
Which, here's the thing, and I have been writing since I was 10. I'm 26 now, so I've been writing for 16 years. I've ran D&D for about 6 years. I don't care. From me personally. You could be straight, you can be gay, you can be a lesbian, you can be trans. I couldn't give less of a shit. To me, that is not the core of your character. And in this episode, Caraway reveals that he is transgender. I wouldn't say it's the core of his character. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because it's the reveal. We've still got 9 more... Oh, we got 9 more episodes. We've got 9 more episodes to go.
As long... If he doesn't bring it up again, that's fine.
Well, it's not the... I wouldn't say bring it up again. It's just... It's... To me, anyway, it shouldn't be the core of what a character is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, sort of... It could be just one and done. Like, sort of...
Like, with Rosemary, the core of Rosemary's character, I would say, is her mom. That is the core of her character. She idealizes her mom. With Sage, I would say it's her want to know more about magic, to master magic, from what we know about her anyway. With Parsley, I'm not too sure what her core is. I'm tempted to say family, but I don't think it is.
I just think she just... I don't know either.
I'm not...
Sort of, she just comes across as a little bit, like, sort of... She's already discovered what, like... She's discovered her passion in life. She just wants to get better at it.
There was a hint in the first episode, I believe it was. But they haven't really expanded on it yet. And if they have, we just haven't noticed. So I don't know what her core is. Time, I have no fucking clue what the core of her character is. But once again, I'm guessing that's going to come up later on. And I don't care if these characters are gay, straight, trans, I couldn't give less of a shit. To me, that is just a part of what makes a character what they are. It shouldn't be the whole core of it. Which is what a lot of people have issues with when it comes to these shows that focus on diversity and inclusion. It's not the fact that they are trans, gay, or whatever. It's the fact that's all they are.
Yeah.
That's all they focus on. But no, from what we've seen of Caraway, voice acting could be a little better, but he's effectively voice played by the creator of the show, who is also transgender, so nothing I can really say about that. There was, I have heard a few people, well, I say a few people, I've seen a few writings come out that it might be a self-insert thing, which, I've seen the picture of the creator, and yeah, they do look semi-similar. I hope it's not another situation like I'm Not Starfire. Because that one, the creator of that one and the character in the thing look very similar. Like, extremely similar.
Okay. I will go back to the point that I had this epiphany about today. This show is a D&D show written, well, it is a D&D story that I could imagine has been written by a 10-year-old. Like, sort of, and has just taken all of these progressive ideas and put them into the D&D world, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, sort of, the story is being played out by this little girl's friends.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, my opinion of the show so far is just, it has glimmers of potential. There are moments where it's a decently enjoyable show, but for the most part, it's kind of just meh.
Wasted potential.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would probably be a good point to end, actually.
Probably. So, do we want to continue on to episode 4?
Yes.
We're...
We'll see what the response is.
We'll see what the response is, and if people want us to carry on. I want to do episode 4 just because I know from what the commenters have told me, that's the character who I want you to see. The one who is the definition of phoned-in voice acting, if it's the right one.
The one that sounds like it makes me want to take a drill to my temple.
But yeah, that episode I do what to do. So we'll probably do episode 4, and from episode 4... we'll probably leave it up to the comments if this series keeps going and people show a vested interest in it and we keep getting comments and encourage, and I was about to say encouragement. If people want us to continue with this, we'll continue with it, basically.
That is encouragement.
Yeah. Episode 4, I think, will probably be the last one for us, if no one shows any interest in watching this. If people want us to continue watching it, we'll continue on with episode 5, 6, and maybe even the whole season. But episode 4 is the last episode that I want to show you, because it's apparently the episode where that character shows up. But yeah,
alright.
We'll see what the response is to this episode. We'll also see what the response is to episode 2. If it seems favorable, and if people want us to carry on, we'll continue on, because I am having fun with this. It's giving me plenty of headaches, but I'm having fun with this. So, anyway, we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye, everybody!
Good night!